Hey everyone, I told you I wanted to do more topics about real life situations. So, about truth and honesty of what's going on in my daily life as a business owner. So, today I want to talk about failure, and nobody wants to talk about failure. We kind of avoid it, and it's hard to talk about too. But I love that influencers like Gary Vaynerchuk on his podcast are talking about failure a lot more, and that we're kind of, as entrepreneurs, praising it and sharing our stories a lot more. So I love that truth aspect of business is really coming out via social media. There's going to be a huge change with that. So I want to also be the one sharing truth all the time and talking about failure more and more. I did an Instagram story a week ago or two, and a lady did respond, that one of my followers I didn't know, and she said, "Thank you so much. I feel like such a failure last year in my business, but this video really helped." So that meant a lot to me, and I just want to talk more about real issues on video, right, for you. So let's talk about failure. So last year I went to a conference, and I have a certain target audience that I'm going after, right? I primarily work with home service businesses, and there was a whole aisle of home service companies that I could go up to. So perfect, right? Time to prospect, get leads. I probably went up to 10 of them, and 8 of them shut me down like quick. We have somebody in marketing already. We already have actually a marketing department. We don't need your help. They didn't even want to take my card. They weren't mean. I'm just saying they were just honest, and that was great. Like, oh no, we don't need anything. I still, talked to them and kind of got to know their company a little more, but I got shut down, let's say 8 times, right? Out of the 10 that were in this row, they all had booths showing off their businesses. So that's kind of hard. But driving home, I really thought, wow, I'm excited. Like, I got shut down all day, and you can kind of see that as a failure. But I was so excited because I was like, I just want to work harder and prove to them, that our services are great. We do a great job for our clients, and I want to work with them. And also, by the way, I, was a marketing coordinator for a big home builder, and I know we had marketing budgets, and I also needed help. Like, we outsourced different things like graphic design and other stuff, so they could always use that outside arm of marketing. So even though I got rejected like 80% of the time that day at that conference, it energized me. So I hope that when you fail or you have little failures like that it energizes you. Then you're in a great spot. And if you don't have energy after that, just think about failing, that now we're failing forward together. Let's fail forward. So thank you, Lisa Hurst, for that word. We were at a conference recently, and it's like, yes, we fail, but we fail forward. We're going forward with it. We're not going back, and we're not standing still. We are working harder in our business to change that perception of failure. Because I think failure really changed me as a person and has made me a better person throughout the years. So I feel like we should fail more often. Let's fail weekly. Let's fail daily, because every time I fail, it pushes me more. And I wanted to push you too. Don't get down. Let's talk. And I love encouraging people in their business, right? And giving them hope. Hope and advice. So another tip I wanted to give you about failure was, I was at a conference in Austin this last weekend, and they did say, take an account of what you accomplished in year 2019. So just take everything you accomplished and write it down. And at first you're like, well, I don't really think I did so much. I didn't hit my revenue goals. That was another failure. I did not hit my revenue goal, by the way. But so you feel like a failure, but when you do take an account of everything you accomplished in 2019, I have 22 written down now. And I can't believe I have 22, and I'm not done. I'm going to write down more as I remember the whole year. But I did so much last year. Like, I have an accountability group now that I never had before. I launched an online course. Like, that is huge. And I'm not giving myself enough credit for it. I collaborated with 8 women, and we did workshops together, promoting our businesses and helping other businesses as well. And I put that on myself. I submitted 2 government RFPs or proposals. These proposals are 60 pages. That's a ton of work. And I did that last year for our company. So just take all of everything you did last year and write it down, the accomplishments you did. Because when we feel like failure, whether it's people shut you down or groups shut you down or somebody takes advantage of you or something, you're not a failure. Write down the good things that happened last year. Let's focus on that and fail forward together. So I want to do more videos like this. Let me know what you're struggling with and let's talk about it. Let's be real. I know we all like to have the perfect profile on social media, but it's not about that. It's about showing who you really are and how we can help each other, right? So whatever you think you failed on, or if you feel like a failure last year and you think it's January 2020 and you're like, I have to do something different, don't worry. You did a lot last year. You know, you are good. You're in a good space. And I hope that if you did feel a little bit of a failure, that it excites you, because there's a lot better things coming in 2020. And you learned so much last year because of all the trials you went through. And I'm just speaking about myself. I went through trials in groups that I'm in trials through clients, you know, trials with prospects, trials with building a team, and I'm still in that trial. So there's just so much that has happened, but I love it because it's just a teaching moment every single time it happens. So let's make it happen more often, right? Let's fail forward together. And if you're watching this video and you're like, I don't even know you, Sarah Douglas, owner of Full of Grace Marketing. And I'd love to get to know you a little more. So shoot me a message and let me know what else you want me to talk about. Ask questions and let's fail forward together.